Oh, when the Saints go marching in. Oh, when the Saints go marching in.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the Crescent City of New Orleans and the Caesars Superdome, the home of the Saints. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the Pittsburgh Steelers and the New Orleans Saints. Thanks for having us in, Mike Tirico, along with Greg Olson. Off we go from the Superdome. It's a return. Here comes Calvin Austin. He'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop.
The Steelers take over first and 2 at their own 22-yard line.
So first and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. Off the bootleg. Oh, right at the outset, he lost the football. Looks like the Saints have come up with the football. They did.
There's just got to be a really deflating way to start this game, Mike. I mean, you work on this opening script all week long with the expectation that you're going to start fast, and then you come out early, careless with the ball. They knock it loose and create the early takeaway.
On the ground, here's the first-round pick from April's draft. And he'll be taken down. We have a chance for the first points of this game as they set up first and goal.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense. The big guys in the middle of the defense, Mike, the defensive tackles. So often they're asked to do the dirty work. Keep the blockers off the linebackers. Let them run around and make all the plays. But in this case, this guy's able to shed his blocker, make the stop, and keep it to no gain.
Here's another shot from the 6 at second and goal.
Here we go. Go.
Throwing is shot. That is caught in the middle of the end zone. Touchdown Saints. It's his third touchdown catch this year. So the turnover turns into a quick touchdown, and Greg, that's exactly how you want your offense to take care of business.
Anytime your defense can create those sudden change situations, Mike, absolutely, you have to take advantage of it. 1 second you're sitting on the bench going over your next drive. All of a sudden after that turnover, you've got to be able to get out on the field and go. Take advantage of the short field and results in a nice touchdown.
Before he gets out on defense, here is Justin Reed to kick this one away. Austin now to return this. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
They'll motion the tight end, Smith. So the drive begins with a give to Johnson. And the strength on display, rambling through tacklers for a gain of 8 yards.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You've got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. He'll be hit as he throws this time. It's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
Now a 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for it with Johnson. First down and more to the 45. 20, 15, and he will go all the way. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. That touchdown, number 11 on the year. That touchdown puts him in double digits. Now 10 rushing touchdowns on the season. And he misses the extra point. It's no good. That is his 2nd miss of the year. And the score stays right where it is.
Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchdown.
At their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. This drive begins with a run by Harris. And he is crushed in the backfield. Defenders firing through. Shut it down right away for a loss of yard.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
So after the loss on 1st, here's 2nd and 14. Operating out of the gun, this is Shuck. The right side to Suave. Get about 6 before he's taken down.
That's a gain of 7. Makes it 3rd and
7. Here's 3rd and 7. From the gun, it's Shuck. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is 4th down. The Saints lining up in punt formation. Calvin Austin deep for the Steelers. And he'll get a few yards on this return up past the 15-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
They'll motion over Samuel. To throw on 1st down is Darnold. That's complete. Calvin Austin. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend. Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming. He's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
and 2. Here we go. They'll go again with Johnson. He will have the Steelers first down. At least it appears that way. He got it maybe by the length of the football.
On the play. First down, Pittsburgh.
Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
A give, and here's Johnson. And the D closes quickly. He's stopped after a gain of a yard. Deep corner there to make the tackle. They need 8 as they come up for third down. From the shotgun, here's Darnold. Oh, not a good throw there. That's across his body. It's intercepted. Picked up by Jonas Saker.
If you're going to run this route against quarters coverage, Mike, you have to do a better job of running the route flat. The quarterback is going to trust that you are going to uncover right when that guy comes out of his break, but he rounds the route just a little too much and ends up being a costly mistake.
They'll start this on the ground, and it's Harris. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. It's a gain of 10. That's enough for a quick first down.
The trend around the league, Mike, is that we've seen that running back has really turned into a young man's game. And there's something to be said for having some fresh legs, fresh out of college. They love the dynamic ability this guy brings to their rushing attack, and it's clear why.
On first down, Shuck. He'll look middle here, and there's Suave. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. How about this one, too, to start the drive? Mark him off with a gain of 24 and another first down. On the give, it's Harris. And the Saints are going to have a first and goal inside the 10, down to the 7-yard line.
You know the best time to pick up first downs is? On first downs. Don't wait for third down. We see it here. 3 plays in a row, 3 first downs on chunk plays, and this offense is rolling.
They'll run with Harris. This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap. Not this one. They stop him for no gain.
It's a loss of 1.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on second and goal.
It's back at the 8 now for second and goal. To throw is Shuck. He's got his big tight end. Touchdown, New Orleans. That's his second touchdown of the game. He's doubled his season output. He now has 4. Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you were a big guy for a lot of years. The tight end in a tight area with man coverage.
Yeah, and it's really twofold, Mike, right? First and foremost, we see so many of these tight ends around the league that now have gotten to the point where one-on-one matchups, that's advantage offense. But then even in the cases they don't create great separation, like it's their size, their catch radius. It's such a friendly target for the quarterback that when things get tight in the red zone, they look to the tight end.
Austin now to return this. He gets swarmed under. Doesn't even get to the 15.
Return. The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
They'll motion the tight end, Smith. They'll start this on the ground with Johnson. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down.
It's a big number 3. Brings up second and 7.
They face second down and 7. On play action, here's Darnold. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. Jonnu Smith, tight end, man he was looking for there. Now it's going to be third down. Throwing, Darnold. He's got his tight end. That's fire move. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line.
That's good for the Steelers. First down. 24-yard gain on
So
the play.
a big third down
Steelers
hookup takes
down.
us to the break. 14-6 is our score. More from New Orleans after this. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. They'll run this over the center with Johnson. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. If he gets a yard out of that one, it's second down.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment. Keeps this to a modest gain at best.
From the 42-yard line, here's second and 8. Throw to the right flat. It is caught. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Give them 14 on that one. That's a Steeler first down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
A run here with Johnson. Modest gain. Maybe 2 yards. It's second down.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up second and 8.
Here's Darnold. He finds Austin with the grab. And they'll take this down inside 35. That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that would be a bit of a letdown.
On the ground, it's Jalen Warren. And nothing there. He'll duck forward just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
And the big man in the middle swallows him up right at the line of scrimmage. And I think the next time this offensive play caller decides to go to the ground game, Mike, that she's going to find a different place along that defensive front to attack.
Darnold to throw on second down. Now a screen set up for Johnson.
Darnold's pass. That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
They've moved the ball well here, but now face 3rd and 2. Darnold now to throw. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there. Make things difficult defensively. It sets up 4th down.
So prior to that 3rd down call, Mike, I thought they put themselves in a pretty good situation. At that down and distance, they had run and pass, both at their disposal, but nice job by the defense being up to the task. Force the incomplete, brings up 4th down.
Darnold. Here's a shot toward the end zone. That is incomplete. Oh, they elected to throw on 4th and short. It does not work out. They turn it over on down.
These are the situations where as an offense, you're trying to dial up your best play call to make sure this possession doesn't get wasted, but let's give credit to the defense. Big moment, big 4th down opportunity, and they're able to get off the field.
Down the right sideline. And he's going to be dragged down, but not until he's inside the 25. So a big one there to start the drive. 52 yards.
They really showed off their connection on that pitch and catch, Mike, and just really good ball placement and really good separation downfield. And when those two things align, it's just really challenging for a defender to stay with them and take that play away.
A run. Here's Hurts. Oh, and the rookie puts it on the deck. It's a fumble.
These are the opportunities that just kill defensive coordinators. You got the ball loose. You did everything you want. But now you got to recover it. You need better pursuit to the ball. More bodies around the ball carrier. Because when that ball pops out, you've got to be on it. These opportunities don't come around often. And when they do, you got to seize the moment.
And a nice run close to the first down, protecting himself, sliding at the end.
Take a look at his eyes. You can see the quarterback clearly going through all of his progressions, and he's quick to realize there's nowhere to go with this ball. He makes the right decision and gets out of there, picks up some good yardage, and gets down on the ground.
Chuck gonna throw it here on 3rd and 1. He's got his man, right side, it's complete. And he's going to be marked out of bounds down at the 3. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
65 cat. Let's go.
Looking to throw, here is Chuck. That one, take it in. Chris Suave. Touchdown Saints. And the show continues. What a first half he's had, Greg. A 3rd touchdown pass with that one.
Mike, what stood out to me the most so far is just the amount of space these guys have had to operate in. I think if I'm this defensive coordinator, me and my staff at halftime are revisiting this game plan. They obviously felt good about it coming in. I don't think there's anything to feel good about thus far.
Makes the score Saints 21, Steelers 6.
before he gets out on defense, here is Justin Reed to kick this one away. Austin now to return this. Yeah. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Austin brought in motion. They'll go play action with Darnold. Moving outside the pocket. Throw here down the field. Will fall. Incomplete. DK Metcalf was the intended target. And it'll lead to a second down.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm. So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very points-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
On fourth down, the Steelers turn to Cameron Johnston to punt. Back deep for the Saints, it's Rashid Shaheed. Returnable from the 17. That could have broken for a bigger return, but as it is, nice job getting his offense a start out past the 30-yard line. Shotgun snap, and they give it to Harris. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
They'll come up on a second down and 8.
Here we go. 19 Lions. 70 Timberwolves.
To the air is Shuck. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete.
Initially, a nice job by the receiver. He actually was open downfield. He was able to get behind the defense, but the window closed up so quickly they couldn't get the ball to him. Prevents the big play.
We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. Chuck. Quick slam, looked in by Moore. 17 yards on that play. It's good for a Saints first down.
It's good for the Saints. First down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Now Shuck. He'll swing this out to House. And they'll get about half of what they needed to pick up a 5 and sets up second and 5.
Brings up
a bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short game.
To the air again is Shuck. That one complete to Moore. And it'll be a short pickup, and that's not enough for the first down.
Brings up third down.
I've been ready since my dad used to tell me he was coming to the house to get me. He ain't show. Valuable lesson, man, I had to grow up. That's why I never ask for help. I'll do it for you.
3rd and inches.
Mustang 19. 60 Bison. 60 Bison. Check out.
Throwing again, Shuck. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
I think he predetermined that third down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
Let's go.
They'll go, and here's Shuck. That one on target to Moore. And he's going to have a Saints first down. They wind up with a gain of 11 on fourth down. So now the Saints will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. The Steelers will use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Here's 1st and 10. The air once more. Shot. Left side into the hands of Olave.
You can see in the eyes of the quarterback, he's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half. On now, it's Will Lutz to try the field goal. This will be from 42 yards out. Now Pittsburgh will bang a timeout here. That's their second. They'll talk things over before third down. The Saints now going to try a field goal here. This a 42-yard attempt. Lutz's kick is good. And the Saints tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half.
What a methodical drive to close this half out. I mean, let's not forget, Mike, they get the ball after the break as well, so they get back-to-back. They call it doubling up possessions. Last one of the first half, first one of the second half. It's a great opportunity to put some distance between you and the opponent.
This one taken at the 7. And he's going to be taken down. That is going to do it for us in this first half. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. They run it over center with Harris. And he gets this up close to the 40. Beanie Bishop there on the tackle.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
It is 2nd and 6. They show jet sweep and instead run it up the middle. And they'll only manage to pick up 3 yards. And that leads to third down.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Third down, and here is Shuck. And this is going to be incomplete. That is a letdown there. Pass looked to be on target. No catch, and now 4th down. Nearly a good one. And hit at the 6, but continues in the end zone. It's a touchback. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. They send Freiermuth, the tight end, in motion. On the handoff, Johnson is running right. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
At this point in the game, Mike, we just haven't seen a lot of fire out of this offense. Here's another run. Simple handoff. No gain.
2nd and 10. From the shotgun, here's Darnold. That's over the middle and intercepted. That's the linebacker, Pete Werner.
I think anytime you find yourself trailing in the second half, Mike, all offensive play callers fight the urge to chase those points. They tend to get a little bit overeager. They tend to push the envelope sometimes a little too far. Those turnovers, they only make the deficit grow, not shrink. Now, there's a lot of football left, Mike. They can still get back into this. They just have to be a little bit smarter about which risks you're willing to take.
Again, and here comes Harris. He brought down inside the 25. Cole Holcomb in on the tackle.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the Steelers' 24-yard line.
From the 24 now, here is 2nd and 8. Throwing is shot. The reception for Rashid Shaheed. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8
for the Saints.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and
to the goal line and in. Elijah Moore. Touchdown, New Orleans. That is yet another touchdown pass. What a game he is having, throwing his 4th touchdown score of the game.
It's one thing, like, to throw 4 touchdowns, but it's really the ease in which he's carved this defense up that has stood out the most. The defense has had no answers for this passing game, and he has just completely had his way with this group.
Makes the score Saints 31, Steelers 6.
Before he gets out on defense, here is Justin Reed to kick this one away. Austin now to return this. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. Here comes a toss, right. Here comes Johnson. And he's out of bounds. They're going to mark him at the 35. That's 12 yards on the game. That's good for a quick 1st down.
Well, really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up 1st downs without having to get to 3rd down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
He's going to air one out for Metcalf. He's got it. And he'll be taken down at the 10-yard line. That is a big-time play for the Steelers. 55 yards on the game.
And it's hardly an exaggeration when I say, Mike, that he's probably one of the most difficult individual assignments in the entire league. It's like playing football against that really good kid in your neighborhood. He's just hard to cover, and plays like this, it just shows how special he can be.
Darnold to throw. This one caught at the 4. And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense.
And he barrels his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. That is second touchdown of the afternoon.
Make no mistake about it, he may get the glory, but that does not happen without unbelievable blocking up front. So let's give the big guys all the credit in the world. He's able to displace the defense right there at the point of attack, and that's about as easy a goal line touchdown as you're going to see all year.
His kick is good. Makes the score Saints 31, Steelers 13.
Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. On the return, it's Rashid Shaheed. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
Shaheed on the return. The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Looking to throw on first down. Here's Shuck. That one into the hands of Moore downfield. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. His fifth catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down.
Didn't take them long to get now to their opponent's side of the field. I like the idea of starting this drive with some explosive pass plays. That's going to open everything up, both underneath in the passing game and on the ground. So big play to get this drive off to a fast start.
Shuck looking to throw on first down. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
They'll come up here on second down and 5. Here's Harris. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. They'll stop it here. We have an injured Saint on the play. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. Third and 5. From the gun, it's Shuck. And they're going to get to him and take him down, taken back to the other side of midfield. The linebacker, Alex Highsmith, he gets there for the sack, setting up fourth down. The returner will get away from it, and it's going to be marked down at the 15.
15-yard line.
Indecision right away. Delay of game to start this drive. They send Fryermuth, the tight end, in motion. Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. And for a third time today, he's intercepted. That's the linebacker, Pete Werner.
I would love to see his weapons do a better job, Mike, especially in the middle of the field, getting open in these zones. I just feel like there's been tight coverage, a lot of little windows to throw through, and yes, anytime you turn the ball over, it's on the quarterback, but the rest of this supporting unit needs to do a better job helping him.
So now, after the interception, a sudden change situation. First and goal. They'll run here with Kamara. Marked down at the 6.
A gain of 3 brings up second and goal at the 6-yard line.
Here now, second down and goal. Again, it'll be Kamara. And the defense stiffening here. They'll get back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. Third and goal coming up.
So on second down, they try to hammer it in on the ground, Mike, but now on third and goal, I don't think you have any choice but to put this ball in your quarterback's hands and test this defense through the air.
Chuck gonna throw it on third and goal. The ball comes out. One of the Steelers has it. Past midfield. Inside the 30. What a big play from the defense. The long fumble return. It sets up first and goal and gives the offense terrific field position.
And the only thing that play was missing, Mike, was the defense being able to return it all the way for a touchdown. So give credit to the offense. Being able to hustle, getting back there and tracking that guy down, at least it gives his defense now a chance to keep them out of the end zone.
And he's in! Sam Darnold. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Boswell now for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Steelers are able to edge a bit closer.
Steelers 20. Chris Boswell, the kickoff.
Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback.
Their own 35-yard line.
Get your money up. I put money down on all of us, on my people now, on what I love. Ooh, baby, it's dangerous. Your problems are just not the same to us. You're dealing with this.
Now it's Harris. And he'll only be able to muster a couple of yards. Cole will come in on the tack.
37-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
So, from the 37, here's second and 8. Operating out of the gun, this is Shuck. That's over the middle and intercepted. That's the safety, Geno Stone. And the Steelers are going to get the ball to start the second quarter as time expires here in the first. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Darnold to throw on first down. Throwing off his back foot, and it's taken in. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 41-yard line.
From the 41, here's 2nd down and 7. Give it right up the middle. Here's Johnson. And he's going to be stuck well behind the line of scrimmage. A play going absolutely nowhere.
Anytime you run a draw, you're hoping the linebacker reads pass and starts dropping into his pass coverage. That's what creates space for your running back to get going. Well, not this time. The linebacker saw it from the jump. He's able to penetrate in the backfield and take the runner down for a loss. Well, when you call a screen play, of course, you're looking to catch the defense off guard and pick up a chunk play. You're not thinking you're actually going to find yourself going backwards. That's exactly the case here, and really nice job by the defense sniffing that one out.
And that one not placed as well as he had hoped. It's all the way into the end zone for a touchdown.
20-yard line.
Come give me a hug, get one. You can find me in the club. Full of mama, I got what you need. Let's go.
This drive begins with a run by Harris. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
At this stage in the fourth quarter, great job by the defense understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. To throw is Shuck. Now a short one caught by the tight end Johnson. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
It's a gain of 6.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
Now Shuck on 3rd down. Now a screen set up for Harris. This will not do the trick. They've stopped it behind the line. 4th down coming up. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 44-yard line.
They send Freiermuth, the tight end, in motion. So the drive begins with a give to Johnson. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. 13 yards to start that drive. And a quick first down.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
A ball deep for the end zone. And that is incomplete.
So, of course, you prefer to connect on that throw, but think about it like this, Mike. The more they continue to test this defense downfield, the more it's going to open up some of those shorter passes underneath.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. That's caught right side. It's Freiermuth. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
That's good for a Steelers first down.
On 1st and 10, here's Darnold. He'll let this go towards the end zone.
It's hard to play that ball any better than the way that defender did right there. I mean, to stay patient throughout the entire play and make sure that not only are you in prime position to make it, but that once the ball is there, attack it, knock it down, and save a touchdown.
Here's Darnold again. That cat reels it in on the right side. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
They'll try to run for it with Johnson.
Number 20, the ball carrier.
He's trailing late. They've got to go here. It's 4th down. So now the Saints will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down is looming. It's a give now to Kamara. Room to run at the 35. Big gain on the ground here as he takes this up past the 40-yard line. 22 yards the pickup there. 1st down, New Orleans.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Break the trumpet off, then break you off something soon. I got to get my props. Cops come and try to snatch these pigs. Ready up!
On the handoff, it's Harris. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Give them 12 on that one. They are on the march. Another 1st down.
So when you're evaluating the impact of a team's run game, I think it's important at the end of the game to look back and say, okay, how many yards did they run for? But more importantly, when did those yards come? Did I run for those yards in the 4th quarter, which typically means I had to lead? That's the sign of a successful run game, as opposed to getting a lot of meaningless yards early in the game.
On 1st down, right back to Harris. And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's 2nd down.
2nd and 11.
So these situations, Mike, are always very tricky for a play caller. Of course you want to keep the clock moving. You're just trying to run the game out and maintain this lead, but you also don't want to become overly predictable. So with the defense just selling out to stop the run, I think they have to mix in a few high completion percentage passes to just at least keep them off balance. A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
You've got to consider this an absolute must-stop defensively. It's 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. You look middle here, and there's Olave. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down. And now we'll get a timeout by the defense. So the clock stops with a minute 50 left in the game.
A 57-yard attempt.
And this is no good. Could not get it on target. And their lead will stay right where it is.
They're just trying to extend the lead here, and this is definitely one they're going to want to have back.
Here is 1st and 10. Darnold. Metcalf with the grab. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. It's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the Saints' 45-yard line.
Here's Darnold. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for...
And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. And the Saints will have a great field position as they take over at their own 45.
The Saints take over 1st and 10.
And that should be the final dagger in this one. I mean, barring something dramatic happening here, Mike, I just don't think there's enough time or possessions left in this game to pull off any sort of comeback.
On 1st down, he'll start out with Kamara. And he'll find some way to turn this into positive yardage, struggling forward for a pickup of about 2. Now Pittsburgh will bang a timeout here. That's their 2nd. And it comes with a minute 15 left to go in the 2nd half. Second down and 8. Give up the middle to Harris. He'll pop his head for about 4, but it will set up 3rd down. And now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout and talk things over before 3rd down. They'll give it to Harris again. And he's going to be knocked down hard in the backfield. Lost on the play, and it's going to bring up 4th down. What a hit.
This is one of those down and distances where the offense really could either run or pass, but give credit to the defense. They sold out to stop the run, and boy, were they right. They take them down for a loss.
Victory, formation, defense powerless to stop. And that should just about do it. So this one, a win for the Saints. They're able to build on the solid performance of a week ago. And they make it 2 in a row with the victory here in this one. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Saints are winners, as we say so long from New Orleans.